Something is ending today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. There's a window open over your life right now, and it has been open since the moment you woke up this morning. A divine door, a crack in the sky through which everything you have been crying for, everything you have been fighting for, everything you have been waiting for is flowing through right now at this very hour. But this window does not stay open forever. God sent this message to find you today, not next week, not when you feel ready, not when your situation changes. Today, at this exact moment. You were not supposed to scroll past this. Something invisible stopped your hand. Something ancient caught your breath. Because what is about to be revealed about your life was never meant to wait another day. You have been carrying something so heavy that some mornings you wonder if you have the strength to stand. You have been believing for something so long that doubt has started whispering that maybe it was never real. You have been waiting in a silence so deep that it started to feel like abandonment. But today, this hour, these very minutes, God is pulling back the curtain. Not gently, not slowly, completely. What you are about to hear will fracture the story you have been telling yourself about your life. It will shatter the version of yourself that believed you were forgotten. It will break open something in your chest that has been sealed shut for far too long. You did not find this video. This video found you. And it found you today because today is the day everything changes, or the window closes. Do not move, do not scroll, stay. If you feel this message was sent to you today, type "ready" in the comments right now and subscribe so God's word keeps finding you. Part 1. Let me tell you what God sees when He looks at your life today. He does not see failure. He does not see delay. He does not see the mess you have been apologizing for in your prayers. He does not see the tears you have wiped in the dark when no one was watching. He does not see what they said about you, what they did to you, what they took from you. He sees a seed that has been underground so long that even the seed forgot it was a seed that stopped believing in spring, a seed that made peace with the darkness because the darkness had lasted so long it began to feel permanent. But today, this day, not tomorrow, not eventually, today, the ground is breaking. You have prayed prayers that felt like they dissolved into the ceiling. You have stood on promises that felt like they were written for someone else. You have watched other people's seasons change while yours stayed frozen, and you smiled through it because what else do you do when you don't understand what God is doing? God is about to tell you what He is doing. He has been building something underneath your feet that you cannot see yet. He has been rearranging things in dimensions you have no access to yet. He has been closing doors you desperately wanted open because He already knew what was inside those rooms, and He loved you too much to let you walk through them. And today, this specific day that you are breathing through right now, the construction is complete. The season you have been waiting for does not have another season to wait through. It is here. It arrived this morning before you opened your eyes. It arrived in the quiet, in the stillness, in the strange feeling you woke up with that something was different today, even though nothing in your circumstances had changed yet. That feeling was not anxiety. That feeling was announcement. God does not announce what is coming from a distance. He announces it inside you first. He whispers it in your chest before it appears in your world. And if something in your chest shifted when you read those first words, if something stopped when this video started, then you already know what I'm about to say. Today is not an ordinary day in your story. It is the day the story turns. Not because you deserve it more today than you did yesterday. Not because you finally prayed the right prayer or said the right words or reached the right level of faith. But because God chose today. He circled this day before you were born. He wrote your name next to this specific sunrise. And He has been moving every single thing in your life, every pain, every delay, every closed door to bring you to this exact point. You are not late. You are exactly on time, and today is your time.
But I need you to understand something that most people never get told. Divine windows are real, not metaphors, not poetic language designed to make you feel better. Real. There are moments in a person's life when heaven leans so close to earth that the distance between what is and what is coming becomes almost nothing. Moments when God's hand is so close to your situation that the slightest movement of faith, the smallest yes, the quietest surrender is enough to shift everything permanently. Today is one of those moments for you. And I need you to feel the weight of that, because the enemy of your destiny is not the person who hurt you, not the situation that feels impossible, not the doors that have been closed. The enemy of your destiny is the version of you that decides to wait. The version of you that hears this and says, maybe tomorrow. The version of you that has been trained by disappointment to believe that nothing ever actually happens when it is supposed to happen. But today is not like the days before. There is something different in the atmosphere above your life today. Something has shifted in the invisible. A decision has been made in a room you have no access to, and the results of that decision are already moving towards you, already descending, already in motion, already closer than your next breath. The question is not whether it is coming. The question is whether you will be open when it arrives. Because windows do not wait, even divine ones. This day has a specific number of hours, and when those hours end, this particular alignment, this specific convergence of mercy and timing and grace that exist over your life right now will have passed. Not your destiny, not God's love for you, but this moment, this open door, this specific window where the cost of receiving is nothing, where all He asks is that you believe He is doing what He said He would do. Tonight, before you sleep, before this day closes, something is supposed to shift in you. A weight is supposed to fall off. A fear is supposed to dissolve. A belief you have been carrying that is not true, a lie you accepted about yourself because the pain was so loud you thought it must be reality, is supposed to break apart. But it requires you to be present, not spiritually checking out, not half listening while the other half of you is already in tomorrow's worry. Present, here, now, today. You have spent so long living in the pain of yesterday and the fear of tomorrow that you have almost missed the miracle of today. And today, this exact today that you are inside right now, holds something that no other day holds for you. God did not bring you this far to leave you standing at the door. He brought you here to walk through it. Here is the revelation. The thing God wants you to understand today, the thing that changes everything, is this. You have not been waiting on God. God has been waiting on you. Not waiting for your perfection, not waiting for you to stop making mistakes or start making better decisions or finally become the version of yourself you think He requires before He can move. He has been waiting for one specific thing, one single thing that has been missing from every prayer, every fast, every desperate late-night conversation you have had with the ceiling. He has been waiting for you to believe that you are the person He says you are. Not the person your past made you feel like, not the person your failures labeled you as, not the person they walked away from, dismissed, underestimated, or used. The person He formed before the foundation of the world, the person He named before you had a name, the person whose story He already wrote the ending of. And the ending is not what you have been fearing. The ending is beyond what you have been daring to hope for. And today, this one day, this closing window of grace, He is trying to get that truth so deep into your bones that no circumstance, no voice, no memory, no mirror can take it back. This is why this message found you today. Not to comfort you, to transform you. There's a difference. Comfort says it will be okay. Transformation says you are not who you thought you were, and once you see who you actually are, okay becomes the smallest word in your vocabulary. God has been watching you shrink. He has been watching you make yourself smaller to fit into rooms that were never built for you. He has been watching you apologize for gifts that should have been making people fall to their knees. He has been watching you beg for validation from people who were never qualified to speak over your life. And today, He says enough. Not in anger, in love. The way a father says enough when he watches his child suffer unnecessarily. The way someone who knows the full picture says enough to someone who can only see the frame. Today, the frame breaks. Today, you get to see the picture. And the picture is this. Everything you have endured was preparation. Every closed door was protection. Every person who left was permission. Permission for what was supposed to come to finally have space to arrive. Every season of silence was not God's absence. It was God's surgery. And today, before this day ends, before this window closes with the setting of this sun, He is handing you the mirror that shows you the truth. Look into it. You are not what happened to you. You are what God decided before any of it happened.
So, what do you do with this? You do not wait another day. You cannot wait another day, because the version of you that wakes up tomorrow having ignored this moment will be the same version that woke up yesterday, carrying the same weight, believing the same lies, shrinking in the same rooms, waiting for a permission that already came. The permission is here, today, right now, in this breath. God is not asking you to have it all figured out. He is not asking you to feel worthy. He is not asking you to understand how any of this works. He is asking you to do one thing, one terrifying, simple, life-altering thing. Receive it. Receive the truth that you are chosen. Receive the promise that what was taken from you will be returned in a measure that makes the loss look small. Receive the revelation that the delay was not denial. Receive the love of a God who has never once looked at your life and felt disappointment, only a fierce, burning, absolute certainty about who you are and where you're going. This is the moment. Not when the situation changes, now. Not when you feel it in your emotions or see it in your bank account or sense it in the way people treat you. Now. Before the evidence, before the proof, before anything in the natural world confirms what is already true in the spiritual. Faith is not believing after the miracle. Faith is receiving the miracle before you can see it. And tonight, before this day completes itself, before the clock moves past this sacred window, something in you is meant to shift so permanently that tomorrow when you wake up, you will feel it. You will feel lighter. You will feel different. Not because your circumstances changed overnight, because you changed, because something you believed about yourself that was never true finally fell away, because you let God's voice be louder than the voice of your fear. The window is open right now. It has been open since you woke up this morning. It will not be open tomorrow in the same way. This exact convergence, this exact grace, this exact mercy hovering over your life today, it belongs to today, and today is not over yet. There is still time, but only today. Use it. Use every remaining hour of this day to say yes to what God has been waiting to give you. Use tonight to release what you have been gripping. Use this night, the one that is coming before your next morning, to let the old story end so the new one has room to begin. You were made for this moment. This moment was made for you. Do not let today close without stepping through the door that God has been holding open with both hands. It is time, right now, today, only today.